The Blazers will put total leather to crank us up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And it's loose. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Looking left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Blazers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Working on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Blazers moving quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's golden. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Griffin. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going for it all. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires left. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
7 UAB.
And the Miners will boot it away to start the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Griffin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On second down, he'll fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now he's looking into the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UAB.
And these design QB runs, man, they really test the physicality of this defense. Knowing this quarterback's going to tote the rock, they know that there's now an extra blocker, so somebody on defense is going to have to make a superhuman effort, get off a block and make a play. They could not get that done here.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Trying to get behind the defense. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Corners are going to bail. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical bend.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick.
All kinds of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
the end of the third quarter, and after 3, we are all tied up.
The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll ride his man on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense in press coverage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Miners! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between the QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the air because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Griffin. They're working that left side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Hobbs it downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And the Blazers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Makes it past the marker. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
And that's a first down for the offense.
This quarterback part of their running game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. On the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Throws for the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now.
Here we go. Freedom.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Buying some time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the 4th quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. First play of the first possession of OT. To throw, it's Jordan. Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're just going to want to see this guy make faster decisions as this game goes on. He had all day to throw that, guys. I mean, he could have worked through 7 or 8 different progressions on that play and still never decided to get rid of it until it was too late and finally got hit.
Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, UTEP! They strike first in overtime.
You talk to any quarterback, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellows with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
And they did tack on the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Kiner. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. Using his feet. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. The Blazers have enough for the 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. This is a designed run.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Touchdown, UAB! They've got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They did not get it, and they'll lose the game by 1. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table in overtime, and it did.